This Bellroy Venture Ready Pack review is going to show you everything you need to know about this pack to know whether or not it's the bag for you. And if it's not, I'm gonna make a few alternative recommendations for bags that I think might better suit your needs. And a special shout out to Safety Wing Insurance for sponsoring this video. More on them in a sec. Let's start by talking about the gist of the Bellroy Venture Ready Pack 26 liter. Reigning from the land down under, Bellroy is an iconic bag maker that has literally hundreds of backpacks and slings and messengers available. But this one's one of the more interesting ones. I like it. I'm interested in it. It's not perfect, but I kind of dig it. At 26 liters, it's their take on sort of a one bag travel pack. And they're bringing some really cool things to the table. Some noteworthy features being this material, which I'm gonna try and shut up about. Maybe not successfully, but I'm gonna try. PU coated zips with a gloss finish. A side pocket for quick access. Beautiful internal materials and super minimalist organization. And Bellroy finally putting a little TLC into their back panel game. The bag currently comes in 3 color options: Midnight, Night Sky, and Bronze. The bag comes in weighing a pretty impressive 2.1 pounds. This is the bag when it's empty, and this is the bag when it's fully packed out and worn on me. For reference, I'm 5'8". And I'm gonna pack it out throughout this entire review so you can see exactly what it fits. All Bellroy products are backed by their 3-year warranty against any manufacturing defects. And all of this that you see before you comes in at about 260 USD. And if at any point in this review you're like, 260 for this? No brainer, I'm getting one. Then we do ask that you make a purchase or find more information out about this bag using the first link in the description. Reason being, that link makes sure that you get the best price, and sometimes we even have discount codes. And that link also helps to support the Nomads Nation YouTube channel, which we greatly appreciate. Thank you so much. All right, let's talk about the front of the Bellroy Venture Ready Pack 26 liter. I always start with branding, super subtle, hard to get upset about that. It's not too loud, especially with like the gray on the black. But one note, I have heard that Bellroy's branding, like these letters have a tendency to fall off over time. Some people say that they now have Elroy bags or Bellroy. But for what it's worth, that has not happened in my experience yet. But let's talk about this material, because I like it, really like it. This is a recycled ripstop nylon that is highly weather resistant and feels just really nice to the touch. It's got a thickness to it, like a chunk to it, while still being very lightweight and having impressive like athletic performance. I love this material. I think it looks cool, but it's got that ruggedness while still being lightweight. It just kind of gives a little bit of everything, and it's the perfect material choice for this pack. Further south, we have this external lash point right here. I always love Bellroy's little touches, especially with their webbing. They could have just chose something cheap and boring, but they said, let's just throw a little, let's just sprinkle a little spice on top. And this is great for attaching things externally, especially if you have a carabiner, water bottle, anything you want to carry externally, just clip it on there and good to go. From there, we have a pocket on the top, and this pocket uses a YKK PU coated zipper. PU coated means polyurethane. I think it's how it's pronounced. I can never pronounce that word, but it means water resistant. And that glossy finish is just kind of Bellroy doing their cool hipster things where they're like, hey, we're just cool and hipster. But unlike other water resistant zippers, it's not too difficult to open and close this. It does come with a little extra oomph, you know? But when you're inside, we have a really interesting pocket. I like it. A little confused by it, but I like it. The biggest reason that I like it is because, think about it, this is a one bag travel pack, 26 liters. It's gonna fit the dimensions of most airlines so that you can actually put it underneath the seat in front of you. And then when you're sitting and you got it under the seat in front of you, this is going to be the section that's most easy for you to grab, right? And it's just right there. And because of the organization and the extra space in it, you can deck it out with some stuff. On one side, we have this mesh right here, super stretchy. Mesh. I like mesh, especially when it's stretchy. And then on the other side, we have 2 pen pockets, and that's it. Let's kind of deck it out so you can see how it works. So I got some random stuff. Let's just kind of pack it out and see how it works. I got a couple pens. Those are gonna go in the pen holders. For this pocket right here, I'm gonna throw a backup battery, right? I'm on my flight, don't want my phone to die on me. And now you can kind of see we got space on the other side. So maybe a little snack, some gum, tissues, and can something bigger fit in there? I'm gonna test it out, see if a Kindle can fit. Oh, it absolutely can. And the biggest test of all, let's see if my chunky Sony headphones can also fit. I'm gonna say probably not. Let's just do a test. Let's take these out. I have no idea if this will work. Oh, they totally do. Word. So like I said, you can see because of the extra space in this pocket, there's a lot of versatility. Whether you want to throw a few bigger things in there or a bunch of smaller things in there, sort of mix and match, how you pack this pocket out will be your decision. But like I said, for me, this is a pocket that you want to put things that you want quicker access to, especially when you're on the plane. And one nice little touch is that Bellroy put these little things right here, right? These are just little leverage points, right? So when you open and close the bag, it's just a little bit easier. But for me, I keep thinking about the weatherproofness of this front, the material, the PU-coated zips. Think about it. You're in Sofia, Bulgaria. You're walking around with your sister. It starts raining. You're like, haha, that's nice. And then it starts thundering, and then it starts flooding. And you're like, holy crap, this just got real. And that's a real story, actually, for me when I was in Sofia, Bulgaria. And that footage can't even explain how much flooding ended up happening. And situations like that are why, no matter where I travel, I'm always covered with insurance from Safety Wing. Because Safety Wing insurance is less like an old school archaic insurance plan and more just kind of like a Netflix subscription. There's no forms to fill out. You don't have to tell them all the countries you're going to. You just sign up, it takes less than a minute, and the coverage rolls until you cancel it. And if you have any questions for the customer support, they will literally get back to you in less than 19 seconds. I tested this live. It truly works. To learn more about Safety Wing and why they're my choice for insurance every time I travel as a digital nomad or just a traveler in general, take a look at the description below. Back to the review. All right, let's talk about the middle of the Bellroy Venture Ready Pack 26 liter. On the first side, we have a water bottle holder, which I think is really interesting because Bellroy doesn't always include water bottle holders. Bellroy is kind of about the aesthetics game and nothing looks sexier than a sleek backpack without a clunky ass water bottle, like destroying the whole, Instagram shot, right? But on this one, they listened to the people. They threw a water bottle holder in there. It's a big one. How big? Let's test it out. 17-ounce water bottle from Lark. Room to spare. 22-ounce water bottle from Columbia. Oh yeah. 1,000 milliliter water bottle from Super Sparrow. The big boy. Oh yeah, good to go. So all you hydration enthusiasts out there, you're gonna love this pack. And it should be noted too, like this bag, I'm talking about one bag travel, but it's probably a very good hiking bag as well. I'm not really like the hiking backpack guy, I'm more like the travel, everyday carry backpack guy. But I think that the water bottle placement is definitely, sort of akin to the fact that this is an outdoorsy pack as well. It can double up, one bag travel, a little bit of hiking. And if you are traveling or hiking with a water bottle, you can go ahead and use this little side guy, pop it into place, and it's just a way to sort of keep your water bottle in place. You can go ahead and tighten it up and just make sure that your water bottle doesn't go flying off. Switching sides, we got a little hidden-ish pocket right here, and inside that pocket, we have a key holder. Pockets like these located on the side are fantastic because they give you one of the most important things in a backpack, in my opinion, which is quick access. Now, this is not the quickest of access. The zipper's a little high. You gotta kind of finagle to grab it. And it's not like super obvious, and the pocket's a little tight, but there are still things in there that you can put and then grab quickly when you need them. So for me, I'll put some keys, obviously in the key ring. Love the location because of the quick access when you're headed home from that long hike. Grabbing your keys is easy. You never have to take the bag off. You can even open the door. I love the location of this. Keys are accessible, perfection. I'll keep some other things there, some tissues. Because the keys are there, I'm not gonna put my naked glasses in there, but if you have like a glasses case, this could be a good spot for your glasses as well. So instead, I'll put a tripod because you never know when you need quick access to a tripod, am I right? Pop that in there, good to go. 1.2, I haven't mentioned, I love Bellroy's zipper pulls. So simple, so timeless, so quirky, but also functional. This knot system at the top gives you an extra point of leverage, which makes it easier to open and to close the zippers. Let's get into the main compartment. This is like a 270-degree backpack, right? Which allows you to open the bag full clamshell, basically. And just like the outside where there's not a lot of pockets going on, same thing on the inside. Like I said, we got these two zip pockets on the back. This one's kind of cute, cool, awesome. This one's kind of interesting. It comes in at an angle and you have mesh on the top and the bottom. Also, one note, I love all the color choices for the elastic, the lining, because while it might get dirty, something to keep in mind with this lighter color, it also helps to create a highlight effect, which makes it easier to find the gear that's in your bag. Dark internal materials are not my personal favorite. Anyways, back to these pockets, super nice mesh, super elastic, very silky and smooth. For me, I'm gonna throw some tech stuff in the top pocket. Got my Kindle in there, backup battery, and some wires. Zip that on up. And for the bottom pocket, same elastic, beautiful mesh, bigger pocket. Let's see if I can do a moleskin notebook. Oh yeah, and some bulky headphones? Absolutely. And now let's talk about the main compartment itself. Remember, 26 liters, a bit big in my opinion for everyday carry, but actually this bag looks a little bit smaller than I think that it might pack out for. Let's kind of test it out. But before we do, let's talk about this side right here. We have a little pocket. While I love the material of this pocket, it's gonna be a little loose, so things might fall out of it because of the location and just like, of that. But also because of the location, it could be a good spot for something that you want quicker access to. Right, so you can go ahead and zip down, grab the glasses if you need them. Why not not sure what I put in that pocket, so for now I'm gonna keep it empty. But I'm curious, like, what do you think? Do you prefer a backpack to have lighter interior colors, which then gives it a highlight effect, which makes it easier to find your stuff, but also might get dirty? Or do you prefer a darker material so it doesn't get dirty? Let me know in the comments below. I wanna hear what you have to say. Now, I know this is not like a serious hiking bag because it can also fit up to a 16-inch laptop. So, you know, you digital nomads out there, you are taken care of. My 13-inch MacBook Pro fits with plenty of room to spare. Then for the second sleeve, you can go ahead and pop the iPad Air. Perfect. This laptop compartment has a little bit of padding. Oh my God. This false bottom's like up to here, which means that if you drop the bag, you do one of these, the laptop will never hit the floor. All right, let's pack it out. All right, let's see what you got, Venture. I got a big old packing cube from Tortuga. That's got my main clothes in it. I've got another packing cube from Tortuga. This has my underwear and socks. Oh my God. All right, we're really gonna push it. Let me take my headphones out so I don't destroy you. I got a bathroom pouch from Air and a tech pouch from Air. We are totally fitting everything with some room to spare. I'm gonna throw that down jacket in there because my hypothetical travel destination gets cold at night. This is really impressive because I said earlier, it looks pretty small for a 26 liter. I thought it was gonna pack out like a 23 liter, 24 liter. It honestly packs out more like a 27 or 28 liter, I feel like. I'm just really impressed by what this bag can handle. Obviously, a lot of that's because of the clamshell style openings. You can really get stuff in there and zip it closed. But it's just the build of the bag, highly versatile. But will my excitement continue for the back of the bag? Let's find out. Let's talk about the back of the Bellroy Venture Ready Pack 26 liter. Let's start at the top. We got the handle, very nice webbing, very sexy, hipster, cool webbing. A little bit of padding, gets the job done. You might want a bit more space in your handle. Like, I'm kind of scraping, to be honest. I would definitely appreciate a little bit extra height there, but it's definitely not a deal breaker. So moving on down, let's talk about the comfort. Comfort comes down to two things in a backpack: shoulder straps and back panel. And these are two things that Bellroy has a tendency to sometimes skimp on or kind of do their own thing on, and there's pros and there's cons. Let's talk shoulder straps. I'm cool with the padding, I'm cool with the materials, and we've got a sternum strap. Now, I'm a big fan of a sternum strap being on any bag that's over 25 liters. Sternum straps, these guys right here, magnetic connection, and basically it's a way to redistribute the weight of the bag. Less pressure on your lower back, more towards the torso, and thank you, Bellroy, we got a little dangle stopper right here. They're called web holders. I call them dangle stoppers. Hashtag stop the dangle. But this keeps the dangle in its place. Instead of doing one of these, it is nice and tidy. This does seem to be a removable sternum strap, but not an easily removable sternum strap. So getting it back on is gonna be a But talking about these straps is one thing, and like I said, Bellroy likes their aesthetics. Our shoulder straps to have this kind of a cut to them, right? See how it starts thicker at the top and then sort of works its way and thins down? This is not the most comfortable way to design your shoulder straps, in my opinion. Let me know if you disagree in the comments below. I don't think that shoulder straps like this are automatically uncomfortable. I'm carrying this bag right now. It's fully decked out. But the thinness of the straps, you kind of notice them a little bit, as opposed to like just big, thicker, heavier duty straps, which just take the brunt of the weight a little bit better. Like I said, not a deal breaker on a bag this size. A 40 liter? No effing way. This size though, I'm cool with it, but it's something to consider. Moving on the shoulder straps, we have, as you may have heard, throughout the entire review, are these metallic pieces of hardware. This is the only metal hardware on the bag. I love a little bit of metal hardware. It just gives it a little bit more of a premium feel and look without adding too much weight. And then below it, we have another dangle stopper. Thank you, Bellroy. The same awesome nylon webbing that was in the front of the bag and using the top handle. And these little thumb holes right here, which help when you are tightening and or loosening the shoulder straps. Overall, the shoulder straps are all right. I like the sternum strap. Cut of the straps, you know, But I think Bellroy definitely compensates with this back panel. Super squishy, very well ventilated, a nice material, and then you got this extra ventilation cut right down the middle to help out with that back sweat. And let me tell you, a cut like this can go a very, very long way. Bellroy very rarely includes this sort of back padding on their bags, so I'm super stoked about it. Super stoked about it. Go Bellroy! If you combine that with the shoulder straps, and overall, I think it's a very comfortable carrying experience. Let's talk about the overall pros and the cons of the Bellroy Venture Ready Pack 26 liters. Pro number one, love the materials. From this exterior material to the YKK zips, metal hardware, it's just got it going on. Pro number two is the impressive capacity, and pro number three is the comfort, especially on the back panel. But you have some cons. Backpack, here they are. Con number one, some people might find the cut of the shoulder straps to be a little uncomfortable. Con number two is they could use a bit more space on the top handle. And con number three, I have no idea to put what to put in this pocket. I have no idea. What are you for? So if you're still here and you're like, dude, cons, they mean nothing to me. I see nothing but pros with this backpack. It's the bag of my dreams. And if you're gonna make a purchase or just wanna learn more information, we do ask that you do so using the first link in the description. Remember, that link makes sure that you get the best price, and sometimes we have discount codes, and it also helps to support the Nomads Nation YouTube channel, which we greatly appreciate. Thank you. But let's say you're not quite sold. You want to venture, but with a different pack. Let me throw you a few quick alternative recommendations that I think might better suit your needs. Alternative recommendation number 1 is going to be the Bellroy Transit Backpack. This is for you if you love the Bellroy look, the aesthetic, the style, but the venture pack's a bit too big for you. You want something more for everyday carry? That's what the Transit Pack is great for. And we did a full review of the Transit Pack, which you can find by navigating down to the description below. Alternative recommendation number 2 is going to be the Able Carry Max. This will be for you if you liked the whole one bag travel thing that the venture is bringing to the table, but you want something a bit bigger. The Able Carry Max is 30 liters, and in my opinion, it's one of the best one bag travel bags I've ever reviewed. To learn more about it, take a look in the description below and you'll find a link to our full review. And finally, alternative recommendation number 3 is going to be the Air Travel Pack 3, regular or small. This is for you if you want a bit more organization in your bag and if you want a lot more comfort. I'm not saying that's an uncomfortable bag, but I'm saying the Air Travel Pack 3 is more comfortable. Wider shoulder straps, hip belt, a bit more back ventilation. It's one of the top travel bags in the world, and you can learn more about it by watching this video right here. And be sure to let me know if you have any questions about the Bellroy Venture Backpack or really any backpacks in general. I personally answer every question myself. My name is Aaron, this is Nomads Nation, and we'll catch you next time.